Hello and welcome. Let me ask you something. Does your organization's data feel less like a strategic asset and more like, well, a really expensive problem? If that sounds familiar, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're laying out a guide for the C-suite on how to turn that data chaos into your most powerful competitive edge. Let's dig in.
So here's our game plan. We're going to start by putting a real dollar amount on what data chaos is costing you. Then we'll explore the two big philosophies for bringing order to it all, compare the trade-offs, and then reveal the modern approach that gives you the best of both worlds. And we'll wrap it all up with the kind of ROI that gets everyone's attention. All right, first things first. Let's talk about the very real and very high cost of disorganized data. This isn't just an IT headache. It's a quiet but massive leak in your company's finances. Okay, get ready for this number. According to Gartner Research, the average organization loses a staggering $12.9 million every single year, all due to bad data. And this isn't some theoretical number. This is real money lost to inefficiency, bad calls, and missed opportunities, all because the data just can't be trusted.
What I love about this quote is just how painfully familiar it feels. Data chaos creates confusion at the absolute highest levels. When your leaders can't even agree on basic facts like whether revenue is going up or down, you don't have a data problem anymore. You have a fundamental business problem. It just kills trust and paralyzes decision-making.
And to really hammer this home, here's a crucial financial concept, the 1-10-100 rule. Think of it this way. It costs you $1 to prevent a data error at the source. It costs $10 to fix it once it's inside your systems. And it costs $100 to clean up the mess after it's already impacted your customers and your decisions. The key takeaway here is simple. Proactive investment in data quality isn't a cost. It's the cheapest insurance you will ever buy. So how do we fix this? Historically, two major schools of thought have emerged, and understanding them is key. You can think of it as a strategic choice. Do you hire an architect to build the entire house from the foundation up, or an interior designer to perfect one critical room at a time? And this analogy just illustrates the difference perfectly. On one side, you have Bill Inmon, the architect. He insists on building a single, centralized, enterprise-wide data warehouse first. It's a top-down approach that ensures total consistency. Then you have Ralph Kimball, the designer. He takes a bottom-up approach. He focuses on building department-specific data marts, say for sales or finance, to deliver value fast, and then connects them over time. Now, Kimball's method is really popular because it starts with the business, not the technology. It's this logical, four-step process. You start with a simple business process like sales orders. From there, you define the grain, the smallest, most detailed piece of data, like a single line item on an invoice. Then you add the dimensions, the who, what, where, and when. Finally, you identify the facts, the numbers you want to measure, like quantity sold. It creates this repeatable recipe for generating powerful, business-focused insights. And this visual shows you exactly how it works. See, each business unit, from CRM to HR, gets its own tailored data mart that's optimized for their specific questions. These marts are built using shared, conformed dimensions, like a common definition for customer or date, which allows for unified reporting down the line. It's all about delivering focused value quickly. So, how do these two philosophies stack up in the real world? This next slide is basically your executive cheat sheet. It breaks down the strategic trade-offs between these two approaches in plain business terms. Let's break this down. Do you need reports fast? Kimball wins, hands down. Are you looking for a lower upfront project cost? Again, Kimball lets you start small. But, and this is a really big but, if your absolute top priority is bulletproof long-term data consistency across the entire company from day one, Inmon's architectural approach is the gold standard. The choice really comes down to whether you need to solve a burning problem now or build a rock-solid foundation for the future.
And the data backs this up. A huge advantage for Kimball is speed to value. A remarkable 68% of projects using his method deliver tangible business value in under 4 months. In a world where you need to prove ROI quickly, that's a massive factor. But what if you didn't have to choose between speed and structure? The modern consensus is that rigidly clinging to just one philosophy is pretty old school. The smartest approach today is a hybrid model that solves this either-or dilemma. The key takeaway here is this. You can have both. Modern data technology lets you build a trusted, centralized data repository, that's the Inmon part, and then build nimble, business-specific data marts on top of it for quick analysis, that's the Kimball part. It's about using the right tool for the right job.
And this two-layer structure gives you clear, undeniable advantages. You get the rock-solid data integrity of a central source, killing data silos for good. You get speed to insight because teams have models built just for their needs. And you get built-in scalability, letting you grow without breaking your foundation.
Which brings us right back to where we started, the money. A well-executed data strategy isn't a cost center. It's one of the highest return investments your organization can possibly make. Let's look at the numbers.
This is the headline number right here. Well-modeled enterprise data warehouses deliver an average ROI of 401% over a 3-year period. That's not just about saving money, that's about generating significant new value.
And the value goes way beyond that one number. Just look at this breakdown. It's about efficiency, saving a team of 10 analysts almost 9,000 hours a year that would otherwise be wasted on data prep. It's about growth, making you 23 times more likely to beat competitors at acquiring customers. And it's about risk mitigation, avoiding that $12.9 million average annual loss from bad data in the first place.
So, we'll end with this one question. Because choosing your data architecture isn't an IT decision. It is a fundamental leadership responsibility. The right strategy transforms data from a chaotic liability that costs you millions into the strategic asset that will define your future success. The choice is yours.